bases loaded. Bobby Witt Jr. at the dish.
Team is fired up now. The Sox fans are heading for the gates. That's your Royals, folks. That's Bobby baseball.
Folks, I'm still catching my breath. Gotta get the heart rate down a little bit. Gotta steady my pulse. Oh, all right. Let's talk about it, shall we? Welcome to the Royals Recap. My name is Jacob Milham. I'm one half of the Royals Rundown podcast. Thank you so much for joining me on this lovely, lovely Monday evening. You can't say that very often, and I certainly would not have been saying that before the top of the eighth inning. I will say that. The Royals mount a crazy comeback over the Chicago White Sox to open up the series with an 8-5 win over the lowly White Sox, 27-82 now on the season. Meanwhile, the Royals moved to 58-49. You heard it to start off the show. The play of the game undoubtedly was Bobby Witt Jr.'s grand slam to cap off that 6-run. You heard that right, 6-run top of the eighth inning, and it was just those poor White Sox fans absolutely dejected. All right, let's not overlook the folks who made that AB possible, okay? Because there were two other home runs in that same inning. When Hunter Renfroe came to the plate with one out, the Royals had a 4.4% chance of winning. You heard that right. Single digits, less than 5% chance of winning. He hits his 11th home run on the year. Still a long way to go. Down 5-3, but that win percentage doubles and then some to 9.4. Then MJ comes right behind him. Back-to-back dongs. MJ hits his 12th, and the Royals now make it 5-4. Their win probability still way down there, 19.3%. But the Royals keep the line moving. Adam Frazier gets on base, puts two men on. Michael Massey draws a walk, moves Michael Garcia to third, Adam Frazier to second. But most importantly, it brings up Bobby Witt Jr., Bobby Baseball. John Heyman put some damn respect on this man's name. He's not making the MVP race interesting. He is the MVP race. He is the man that Aaron Judge is chasing down. You could miss me with all that New York bias. Bobby Witt Jr., his grand slam to left center, his 19th on the year, and just like that, the Royals flipped the game on their head, and that is all she wrote, walking out of there with a 8-5 win. I just cannot believe the Chicago fans. I feel so bad for them. This was, you could tell that even, with a 3-run lead, they did not feel comfortable or confident that their team was going to get it done. And rightfully so. They haven't done so all year. This is not an anomaly, unfortunately, for the White Sox bullpen. But the Royals struck, and they erased all ill will that the opening 7 frames had done, because this was going to be a very different Royals recap if I had started after the bottom of the 7th inning. Let's go and run up and down the lineup, shall we? So there were only 2 Royals batters who did not record a hit tonight. Michael Massey being one of them, but like I said, he got on base at least in the leadoff spot. Bobby Witt Jr. had a 4-hit game and scored 2 runs of his own. I mean, goodness gracious. OPS now sitting at 988 on the season. This isn't just a hot stretch anymore, folks. This is the season. Okay. Vinny Pasquantino had a multi-hit game. Salvador Perez had a multi-hit game, knocked in a run. Hunter Renfroe had that home run that we talked about, also drew a walk. MJ Melendez had a multi-hit game. Freddie Fermin had a hit. Michael Garcia had a multi-hit game with 2 runs scored. And Kyle Isbell had a hit and RBI to his name. Garrett Hampson came in for Isbell to pinch hit for him at one point and did not record a hit or anything like that. That's fine. And then Adam Frazier came in later on to bat in the 9th spot. He got hit by a pitch, and it just seemed like the Royals batters could do no wrong after a while. 15 hits on the night, drawing 2 walks, 1 hit by batter. That gives the Royals 18 base runners on the night. Okay, they were only 3 for 12 with runners in scoring position. Most of that came from the earlier innings of the game. I think it was either the 3rd through the 6th or the 4th through the 7th. Either way, it was a lengthy stretch of innings where the Royals had runners in scoring position, and they just couldn't capitalize. I guess they were all leaving ammunition for the top of the 8th inning. So that's just how it worked out. Michael Garcia also recorded his 24th stolen base on the year after some dynamic dancing over there at first base. Got pretty lucky a couple of times. Let's be real. Oh, the frustrating part of tonight's game, the part that is going to, what's it called? It's going to be a sticking point for Royals fans, I think, especially as we are less than 24 hours away from the trade deadline, is this was not a banner night at all for the bullpen or for the starter, Alec Marsh. He only goes 4 2/3 innings, allowing 6 hits and 2 earned runs, 1 walk, and only 3 strikeouts. I know 4 of those hits came in the bottom of the first, and 1 of those runs also came in the bottom of the first. It was a rough go for him. He had some great defensive plays behind him that helped keep those statistics down, but this was not a sharp game for Alec Marsh, and now it's not he's just a number 5, this is what it's going to happen. Like, no, he's well removed from a quality performance, not just a quality start, but a quality performance, in my opinion. Angel Zerpa also had an uncharacteristically rough night, only lasting 2/3 of an inning, giving up 3 hits, 2 earned runs while striking out 2. Chris Stratton came in relief of him, getting 5 outs, but also giving up 2 hits, 1 earned run, and 1 strikeout. But he was the pitcher of record, so he earns tonight's win. Will Smith got the hold. Yeah, you heard that right. Will Smith went 1-2-3 in the bottom of the 8th inning. No hits, no runs, no strikeouts, but no walks. That's all that matters. And then James McArthur gets thrown right back out there. I am sure that Royals fans were not very happy to see him back on the mound, but lo and behold, he does what he needs to do to get the job done, recording his 18th save on the season, pitching a hitless bottom of the 9th inning with no runs. So how are we feeling after the game? I'm elated. All right, if I would have done this podcast about 4 minutes beforehand, I would have been cursing up and down in joy. I have a few crass things I'm keeping to myself, but that's why you got to go check me out on Twitter. So you can see those crass things written out. So you can see the inner thoughts that leak out into the social media stratosphere. Just some other tidbits about how good Bobby Witt Jr. is. All right, he is hitting .488, .505, and .857 this month. That's right, .857 slugging, not OPS plus, not on base plus slugging, just a slugging. He has 41 hits this month in 21 games, 16 of them extra base hits. He has only 1 game where he went hitless this month. He has 6 3-hit games and tonight's 4-hit game to his name. Absolutely insane what Bobby Witt Jr. is doing at the plate. And the bottom of the 9th inning shows how elite he is in the field. 2 just gems you might call them web gems, actually. Just 2 great stops to secure James McArthur's 18th save on the year. I was trying to think of words to describe Bobby Witt Jr. and how great he is, because Jake Eisenberg and the broadcast team were talking about, like, we don't have any more words anymore. Joel Goldberg, you got anything? Well, you'll hear about it later on in Bobby's interview. But the person that I turned to find those words is a man who was very eccentric in his words, had a unique delivery, if you will. And that man is the Macho Man, Randy Savage. Let's hear what Randy has to say about Bobby Witt Jr. Oh, yeah.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah. I am the cream. And let me say it here. Let me say it out loud. The cream of the crop. I am the cream. I am the cream, yeah. The cream of the crop. I'm on my way. On balance, off balance, doesn't matter. Nobody does it better.
Hey, I couldn't put it any better myself. Alrighty, let's go ahead and move on to tonight's interview. So coming up after the ad break, we will hear from Bobby Witt Jr. himself. Stay tuned.
Joel, I don't know if you have anything to say. I don't even know if Bobby has anything to say after those last 2 innings.
I mean, I could just tell him to go in. I don't know what to say either. You've had some great games in your career. It was a year ago yesterday that you had the walk-off grand slam against Duran. I don't know how you compare that. How do you talk about tonight? And the MVP chants are starting right now from the... Wow. Pretty cool. Take this. No, you take this one. Hey, Sally. Now that we're done with I tried to get Salvi to come and talk about Bobby, but he's like, no, it's Junior's moment. What do you make of all this?
It's pretty special. Just hearing those chants, a great win. It was a lot of fun.
You're going to shift right away from the MVP talk. I know how humble you are. You want to talk about everyone else. So we can do that to start. Renfroe, Melendez, then the 3 to get on in front of you. Tell me about that inning.
It was incredible. Not only Renfroe and MJ, the home runs, just the at-bats, Massey and Frazier putting together those walks. Those are huge. Just playing the game, the small little things, that's whenever we're going to make us a playoff contender for sure.
What are you thinking? What's the mindset as you step in the box? Every hitter always says, I'm not thinking about a home run. I suppose a base hit would have been just fine there. What's your mental approach?
Just control what I can control in the box, look for a pitch I can hit, and then just take my swing that I prepared for before the game and see what happens.
How much do you love those moments?
That's the fun part. That's why you play this game. You dream of those moments, so it's just fun being a part of it.
You guys have done such a good job this year with your manager, Matt Quattraro, of focusing on today, and that's it. Did this game, as you're trailing at any point, feel a little bit bigger to be able to get some momentum going in the right direction?
Yeah, definitely. You want to win every game, and so you just got to take things day by day, like we talk about, and then just really hear inning by inning, and then put together a couple good innings, and look up at the scoreboard at the end of the game with the victory.
I got to ask you about the 2 defensive plays, because I think everybody in attendance at that point, their jaw was dropping and saying, what else is this guy going to do? I told a few people we see it every single night. Tell me about those defensive plays and being out there with MacArthur.
Yeah, I just try to make a play for him, and then just try to get it to Vinny as quick as possible, because I know what he's doing over there, just making plays for me, making me look good too. And so, yeah, just trying to make sure to get it to Vinny as quick as I can. All
right, I'll ask you now the difference, or I don't know that you can rank them or not. The walk-off against Minnesota, so many of us have felt like that was the start of something really special. A year and 1 day later, how does this one compare?
Anytime we get a win, it feels great. So I love it, enjoy it. Now we're going to go enjoy it with teammates and get back after it tomorrow.
I'll let you go enjoy it. How's the heart rate, by the way? Are you as calm as you look?
Yeah, it feels good. I'm a little cold just from the splash. I don't really like the cold, but yeah, it feels good.
Now, the cold means that you won. Great job. Go celebrate. Unbelievable night. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, thank you.
Alrighty, y'all. Thank you so much for joining me on tonight's Royals recap. Just a fun game, a fun way to start off the work week. And I really wish that Spotify hadn't taken away our Q&As, because I would love to hear what you guys have to say about today's game. If you want to make your thoughts known, you can hit me up on Twitter. You can shoot me an email. I've had, actually just this evening, a couple of folks shoot me an email talking about the podcast. So I greatly appreciate y'all doing that. I respond. Okay? I'm not going to ghost you. It's not going to go to spam. Send me an email. It's down in the podcast description below. Once again, my name is Jacob Milham, and I'm just happy. It's happy. Great way to start off work week. Now, let's go get some dubs at the trade deadline. Buckle up, folks. It is time for the postseason push. If you want to keep tabs on the trade rumors or anything like that, you got to go check out RoyalsReview.com. I'm sure the rumblings are going to be hopping tomorrow morning, so make sure you don't miss out on those. Plus, make your thoughts known down in the comment section. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. I'll be right back here tomorrow night. But until then, go Royals.